Alright, I probably
Probably
should
not.
edit the loot handout. Because you did found several items on the beings that you have killed.
Oh, you're being.
Your mom's a being.
Thank you.
Okay, so my plan for the time being, and by the way, Julius, have you returned? Apparently not. I thought I heard like him returning or putting phone down, but I guess it was hallucination.
Don't worry, Matt. I hallucinate quite often.
Hello again, sorry about that.
Yeah. Okay, so as I was saying, like I think the action plan for today is that we can quickly go over like the loot that we have found, also the information, because I assume you will be thoroughly investigating and what's the word I'm looking for? Looting the corpses.
Confiscating.
Yeah, confiscating information if there is any.
Am I supposed to see stuff?
What was that?
Am I supposed to see things?
On the handout?
On the table.
We're currently on a river.
Yeah.
I see darkness.
Try moving your token a bit, that should help.
Which is weird.
That should help.
Because yeah, you're
Mhm.
supposed to. Okay.
Sometimes it bugs out and you have to move your token to update the change in lightning.
It's my old friend.
Well, you're in light now, so you're in good hands, I hope. Mm-hmm.
So dealing with loot and
See you.
information, while we also, I believe, will be taking a couple of hours to rest. And then if
No time for rest. It's time for war.
Charge!
if Donut returns, then considering that we're gonna have a full party, I would like to do the flashback battle, meaning that we will basically
Beat up a slime.
return to that monastery underground and see how you're gonna fare against, well, an optional encounter with something that's, well, probably stronger.
Mm-hmm.
But
You keep
well,
saying that, and I just get more excited to murder it every time you do.
I mean, mind you, you already figured out that it is a slime, so they do not have high AC. So in that regard, you should be fine. And then depending how much time we're gonna have after finishing the flashback battle, we'll see how far we're gonna get here. So first, loot. The list has been updated, so this is essentially
Nice.
what essentially this loot is mostly from Necromancer Cultist and the Sahuagin Barbarian, the Sahuagin that led the troops, because the cults themselves and the regular mooks didn't have anything really interesting or worthy.
It didn't have any more of those paralysis orbs.
That was not paralytic orb, that was merely like a...
Oh, hold person.
No, this was like essentially Pearl of Power, but like one-time use version.
Probably something like a Pearl of Mythic Power or something, giving you an extra action. Mm-hmm.
Which basically allowed him to cast another spell in a turn.
Okay.
Yeah, I forgot to mention last session that when he used that, it basically shattered, because yeah, that's like a one-time use.
That Ring of Counterspell is pretty decent.
Yeah, essentially it works that way that if someone casts magic missile at you, it's just automatically counterspelled.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's you one time. However, you can then place another spell in it. So if we have one of our buddies cast imbue it with hold person, we have a ring that says "fuck you, hold person" one time.
I don't think Braces of Armor +1 stacks with Ring of Protection.
It doesn't stack with armor. Doesn't
Alright.
care about the ring of protection.
True. I read the rest of the description. So for now it is magic missile, but then when that's used, you can put another. Which it is, yeah, it's you.
Let's see. I believe I have a ring of protection +2, so I can't take that. Does anyone
same
else?
Here.
Sure.
I have a Ring of Protection as well.
Same.
How about you, Zach?
I am not at my computer right now.
Also, one small thing, when I wrote danger, the item is not cursed, but if someone like takes it and uses it, tell me, because then like I will have to like
Dangerous.
make a scene for you, or what you like your character will.
Oh, we're using Sin Magic?
Yeah.
Something will happen.
Sure.
Spell magic.
Even now, the Rune Lords taunt us.
Not sin magic or rune magic. Cursed. Like this item is not cursed. I know my pronunciation can suck
cursed, you like
sometimes, but yeah, because originally the item that was described on NPC page, it was described that it's like an arcane bond item, so nobody could use it, and I decided to like adjust it a little bit.
Sure.
So it is usable as a loot, but it comes with a, well, small, short-lived nasty surprise.
If you get it, you get a hangover.
If you get it, it blows your heads off, which isn't that much of a problem for immortals, but anyone else it would be pretty bad.
What was it? The ring of counterspells?
No, it's the. Oh, sorry. What did you say?
Ring of Protection.
Yeah,
Ring
it's
of
the.
protection. Oh. Oh, yeah, the one that says danger on it. I'll check where my ring's at. I might just go ahead and use it, because fuck it.
Hell yeah. I'd use it if I didn't already have one.
Yeah, I'll use it. My ring of protection's at +1.
Nice.
Alright.
You lose your immortality.
Okay.
Okay, question, Azrak, when you take it, do you immediately like put it on?
Yeah.
Alright.
You know what? I'll even spellcraft it first to see what the hell's. See if I can figure anything out. Despite not being able to see magic, and probably can't actually do this. There you go, 18.
Alright, with an 18, what I can tell you is that this is not a cursed item. This is not an item that will give you negative level. Like, this is not evil aligned item. However, you do get like this gut feeling that whoever did this, I don't know. You just get this like gut feeling, like this a little bit of unease. You can surely no problem ignore it because mechanically you don't think you'll be getting any repercussions.
Yeah. I'll still put it on.
Yeah. Like this is not like from the looks of it. Yeah, I'm gonna say this still looks like your ring of protection. This doesn't have any like non-Euclidean shit going on.
Oh shit.
For now. Okay, so when you put it on, this gonna happen in an instant, so nobody else, even if they will be looking at Azrak, they won't notice a change. Azrak, for you, this is also gonna happen very quickly, as suddenly, instead of the surrounding area, well, in the middle of the night, the river and the forest, they disappear, surrounding you with darkness, as a portion of your soul mind figures out that, well, you are not dead, but obviously you are being somewhere else, like seeing something else. And you know what, you can give me a perception check. DC of DC of 20.
Oh look,
Alright.
Nice.
Alright, so
that's my -2 modifier.
wait, what?
What?
No, I mean you're rolling with +9, so
Yes,
you
and
mean
I've
the
got 7
attribute.
ranks and it's a class skill.
Oh, yeah. Right.
Actually, no, I guess it'd be -1, not -2.
Alright, so actually I'm gonna just for a brief moment change the shut something. So for a brief moment you see all but darkness around you. And then you see a person, a humanoid, cloaked figure that seems to be working in a workshop, although this is mostly another like gut feeling, because you don't really perceive much of the surrounding area either around yourself or around that person, so you don't really see walls, you don't see like alchemical kits and whatnot. But what do you see is that the humanoid clothed figure kinda looking, well, not particularly this is not like an aberration or monstrous humanoid. You also cannot figure out if this is like in the past or something now, but the figure almost immediately when you begin to perceive this thing turns around, and even though it is slightly cloaked with that 24 perception, you can see from behind the cloak, you can see like the slightly longer elven ears or elven ear, and the almost porcelain, although very pale skin of something that, well, at first it seems like an elf, but like a different sort of type. And what especially grabs your attention as that figure turns around, on its side, attached with like a very, well, that's the thing, you don't really see like a belt on it, but that very thick crimson dark tome that, even though you are not physically there, gives you this extreme twist in your stomach, as a very small portion of your soul tells you that this is one of the, if not the most blasphemous, dangerous, absolutely horrifying artifact that ever dared to exist and be present in the Great Prison or in the Purgatory. And that figure needs to like slightly smile, and you hear it saying one word, and this is, although I'm not sure if you have heard it, so this is like above the board information. that this is the same tone and the same word that Zixos heard from that cultist after he killed him. As a reminder, when Zixos basically decapitated the cultist as the head was flying in the air, it spoke a single word. Interesting. And the same happens here, and this necromantic, dark, completely overwhelming wave of power, just like that, you start seeing the area around you. But yeah, for the
Well,
outside perspective, all of that happened in a span of probably a second or even less.
Do I see any Elvish script on the inside of the ring? Inside or outside, actually. Maybe something that says roughly translates along the lines to one ring to rule them all.
Nah. I understand that reference, but no. Hello, Donut.
Hello, it's me.
He does live.
Yeah, I work Sundays. Not that I used to not work Sundays before, but now I have to go back to the office, so it's annoying, to say the least.
Well, I'd give you a hug, but one, you're in England, and two, I guess COVID is still an issue over there.
3, I don't want
an issue
hugs.
over here. So.
I'd also rather avoid hugs, thank you.
Now, you must get a hug.
Or at least a head pet, considering, Groot size for Zach.
No, he's just gonna be walking to work or I guess maybe not walking, but do you bus to work or do you drive?
I bus to work.
He's just gonna be riding on the bus, and one day some American's just gonna wander up and just give him a bear hug. It's like, I told you you'd get one.
I warned you, bitch.
Yeah, you at least for this session you didn't really miss much. For now, we just were dealing with splitting the loot from the last fight, and Azrak had like a small vision-like scene after taking one of the items from the necromancer cultist.
It was a ring where it gave me a vision of a pale elf making rings.
Okay.
I mean, just
Hence the ring of power joke.
yeah, out of like brief curiosity, and sorry, I will, just a second on that. Out of brief curiosity, I mean, obviously Azrak doesn't know, but Zach, do you have an idea who that is?
No, and I apologize, but it's been like.
Yeah, I know.
Years.
It's probably better that way, because then well, surprise or no surprise. Yeah, sorry, Donut, you were going to say something and I interjected.
Was I gonna say something?
I had like a feeling that yeah, you would. So yeah, I didn't mention before, but I mean, question, because you did mention privately that you will probably want to run Nero. Is that still actual?
Yeah.
All right.
I like having fun, as it turns out.
All right.
Poor Azrak. His connection to the story and the party is even more tenuous at best.
Huh?
What?
I mean, it's
What?
not like Koron doesn't exist. He just.
Is doing
Oren
it?
doesn't gel well with the playstyle in this party, basically. Despite my best attempts to.
That's fair.
Yeah. The problem is that Corn's very defensive, whereas this is a very offensive party, and it's fucking slow as shit because warders don't get like anything like armor training, so you think they would, but they don't.
I mean, I'm completely fine. We're just gonna need to either we can like make the biggest handwave possible, and I have like a very handwavy idea how like the exchange happens in the
The wizard did it.
first place. I mean, this is like dimensional nexus, so it's just there's like a tier of reality, and Nero and Coron just exchange places because wibbly wobbly meta dimensional stuff, and Donut being the same player, Nero and Coron have the like linked souls because the same player plays them.
So
And-
where exactly is Corin right now then in that case?
I mean, why don't we just do something as simpler than that? As you said, we had the Quantum Coron. It wasn't Coron who was following us. It wasn't Coron who was following us. It was Nero. And he just caught up to us.
I mean, I kind of like the idea that Nero is just here just because he is basically just a lone wolf type. So it's like, I'm bored at base. I'm gonna just follow.
No, we'd had the idea that Corin was both following us and not following us at the same time until you showed up.
Mm-hmm.
I know Schrodinger's Corin. I know.
Yeah,
That's what it was. Is either Matt or Julius which told me that. Specifically that
Or-
phrasing.
Or we could do a crazy idea of he has split personality where he changes depending on.
Ah, yes, goes from orc to tiefling depending on personality. No, well, I really feel like it just makes more sense that Coran wasn't there. We've been going at it alone, and now this glory hound has suddenly caught up to us, hearing about our dumb adventures we have and want to join.
Gora was basically Nero in a trench coat.
No, I agree with that. Just have it be that Corin's back at base. It was in fact Nero that was catching up because of the fact that he was basically just bored and wanted to get some glory.
Yeah,
Quick, someone give me a language.
and yeah, Banner of Swiftness to change hands.
Aramaic.
I think Nero is actually
Quick,
faster
someone
than
give
some
me
of
a
the party.
Pathfinder language.
Oh.
You know what I meant?
Cyclops. Cyclops.
That's
Cyclops it is.
Kobold.
that's a question actually. Somebody give me another 3 languages.
I already know it.
Null, Dwarven, and
Kobold.
I don't think Kobold is a language, but Null, Gnome, and Terran.
I'll go with Cyclops on my. I'll go with Cyclops.
Necrol.
That's good. Since I don't speak Necrol.
I'll go with Null as well. Why not? That makes sense. Null.
Let's see. I speak Common, Tengu, Elven, Draconic, Orc, Goblin, Terran, Dwarven, Oran, Giant, Cyclops, Celestial, Infernal, Ignan, Aklo, and Aquan.
I would also grab Sylvan. Why not? I'll also grab Sylvan. There we go. Nero's language list is looking a little bit silly.
It's not silly to you till you add Russian.
Oh
That
yeah,
is hilarious.
I'm reminded of that module where apparently Russian is a language in Pathfinder because of the Baba Yaga module.
Yeah, and it's hilarious when you do that, and you find like a secret Soviet military base, and you're like, my character actually knows Russian. It's like, wait, what?
And you fight animated tanks.
No, I've actually had that where in a game we found like a high tech facility underground, and it was like a secret Soviet science military facility. It made sense in the game. It's like my character actually knows Russian. It's like, wait, what?
Nice. And
I took it as a joke.
one question, Donatan. I'm sorry for not remembering, but what was the? I mean, I'm wondering like how much I need to like do a small recap regarding what you have missed because I sadly cannot recall when was the last session you were in.
The session before we fought the slime.
I was about to say, if it's any consolation, I can't remember either.
We had just fought the evil samurai dude.
Yeah, that's the last time I remember.
Oh yes, I remember. Yes, I remember coming across this big temple. Yes, and then I wasn't there for that session.
So we heard about an egg. We went to go check it out, and it's actually kind of terrifying. So we left it alone.
Yeah, they wouldn't let me try to push it.
Definitely not.
We went back to camp. we sat around and got some stuff crafted for us. We were given a decent bit of exposition and plot, and told that we had a timer, but that we don't have to worry about the timer yet, and continue doing what we do, and which is apparently go beat up bad guys and make friends. And
That's any
we're
good
going to do the,
shonen.
yeah, so we're going to go beat up bad guys and maybe make friends.
So we're heading towards the Rotten Claw tribe right now, and we're passing by some question mark thing.
Yes. Also, the more we die, the worse it is.
Now the question is, are we gonna do our flashback fight today?
That was the plan.
Yeah, that was the plan. I just wanted to additionally mention the timer that Zach is talking about. Essentially, from all the gathered information, like the overall background plot that is happening, you are now aware that this entire land is a dimensional nexus, and it is being used to create like a very complex sort of ritual, of which powerful summoned creatures, not like from summoned monster, but like, you know, think servants from Fate universe, and essentially death in general is fueling that ritual, meaning you as immortals are probably one of the best fuel for that, because you can die and die again.
So
We're
basically,
basically
every time
lithium batteries.
yes, every time we die, we're basically fueling whatever this thing is. Cool.
Does that mean whenever we kill stuff, we're also fueling it?
Yep.
Yeah, technically.
I mean, I don't remember if I mentioned somewhere close to the start that I did take small inspiration from, I mean, small or not, but inspiration from the Rune Lord thing, where apparently there's like a similar thing. Unless I
mean,
misremembered what Zach said when he played that campaign. Because wasn't there something that because you fight with his servants, you like make him like work towards his restoration?
Yes and no. Technically, yes. Anytime you killed someone with the symbol of greed, it powered him up. But by the start of the campaign, he has enough, basically, and it's just shy of the limit. And so, no matter what, he's escaping. It is basically set to. He escapes probably around the second time they try to kill him, if they failed the first time and retreated.
Alright. Got it. But,
Yeah.
yeah, and, yeah, party also like...
Let's tell the players there's a timer, but no, there's not actually one.
Ah, okay.
The illusion of choice.
Yes.
And yeah, essentially, just gonna copy and paste it one more time that, yeah, I mean, pre-made, because, well, you can still might come up with something else, but yeah, the pre-made victory conditions for this scenario, how's it happening, are as follows. You basically learned about more or less all of them.
Hold Atlantis. Sink everything below the sea. We'll survive.
20 years later, fucking wet and tired immortals finally make their way to their homeland.
So it's basically the end of that one James Bond movie where Jaws, where the movie ends with Jaws swimming out in the distance.
Quick question before we go to the flashback battle. Anyone else taking anything from the loot?
I'll take the potions if no one else wants them.
I recommend somebody grabs the Ring of Counter Spells and then like has somebody cast Hold Person. You know? It's a small benefit, and I don't know who else here wants 2 rings.
Yeah, I keep forgetting to sell my one ring of +1.
I would say yes on Nero, but am I technically there or not? Is the question.
Yes, you are.
Okay. Then...
You show up just in time to loot. Like the loot goblin you are.
Look, okay. Look. What even is Ring of Counter Spells? What?
Read the description, it's pretty neat.
I'm guessing when someone casts a spell, when you counter it.
Yep. The nice thing is you can put any spell in it.
Oh, okay.
Also, shit. For now, I cannot remember because I would assume that if Schrodinger's current actually was Nero, then when the money was being split from air quotes selling all the stuff, Nero would also have like more resources to use for his crafting items. But I fucking cannot remember.
No, I think it's fine. I
when
think
was-
Donut got what he wanted.
What did I get?
You bought shit, that's why, you know. I mean, I think the better way to do it would just be go well by level or something like that. Check if it's about the same.
I mean,
Since
I'll gladly just take a ring of protection +1 and amulet of natural armor +1. That's fine by me.
I think that's reasonable enough. Hmm.
Okay, so Sinful, you take all the potions or only the Cure Moderate wounds?
Just the cure moderate ones.
Okay, both of those, right?
Yep.
Alright.
But yeah. Does anyone take the ring of counter spells?
Yeah, I'm taking that.
Nice. Alright.
I'll take the gentle repose.
What do you want the scroll of gentle repose for?
Well, we've wanted it before, and I have used magic device, so who the fuck knows?
Sure.
I was gonna say because technically we can't die unless we're using it for NPCs.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose we might meet
wanted
some.
We used it on the dragon, for instance.
Mm-hmm. Might as well keep it then. Mm-hmm.
Alright, so if anyone takes them, please write it down on your sheet and I'm gonna delete it from the page.
Aha.
Because there are
And-
3 scrolls, so...
So and I can always cast them into the ring of counter spells.
Mm-hmm. Gentle repose.
I mean, it is a necromancy spell.
Uh-huh.
Alright, so
Yeah.
gentle repose. Protection from arrows, braces of armor, anyone?
I think we all wear armor, and
Mhm.
Yeah.
protection from arrows is actually kind of useful. If someone wants to take it.
Was it a potion? Mm.
Yeah,
Mhm.
potion.
Yeah, no. I have a better counter against arrows, so. Mm.
I have a stance which gives me a +4 AC against ranged attacks.
Mhm.
I mean, I think it's a mischance. But yeah,
No.
we should also give that to Zillow because he often gets targeted by arrows while he's big.
I'm pretty good on that front because I can now heal myself.
Take the fucking potion.
I don't want it.
Take it.
I want the money.
You big.
What
Makes sense,
exactly
sir.
does it? Yeah, because right now I had set to where
I'll check.
I'm more concerned about how protection from arrows seems to fucking be following me around everywhere.
What have you done? Mm.
Just every time I was playing Wrath of the Righteous, anytime that spell came up, I was like, Judas was just going, oh, you should totally take that.
Well, you should have, so you didn't get murdered by everyone shooting you.
Protection from arrows, you get DR 10 magic against ranged weapons.
Mm-hmm.
This spell doesn't grant you the ability to damage creatures with similar damage reduction. You know, I think that's the first time I've actually seen that rule written down.
So the potions are what? 2d8 plus 2.
2d8 plus 2 what?
The cure moderate wounds potion.
Healing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I thought I was just double checking because I could say +1 per cast level. I just want to make sure since it's a second level potion, that'd be +2, right?
Seems like second. No, it's +3 for being second level. Mm-hmm.
All right.
Okay, so I don't think I heard, or maybe I heard and just flew over my head. So that potion protection virus is gonna stay, and you're probably gonna sell it, right? No one's taking it because you have better stuff.
Yeah, better
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
stuff, but I think the
don't
rest of them.
really want to sell it, so let's go.
Mm.
And I don't like potions.
Alright.
I can relate to that.
I'm quite fond of potions for being OP.
I mean, I imagine like action economy and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, but
I'm a great fan of potions when I'm using Druid Overalism, but you know, that's a different matter.
I just hate consumables.
Yeah, basically.
pay people who don't play roguelikes.
I play plenty of roguelikes. I still just fucking hate consumables. It's why I couldn't get. It's why I couldn't get into the Cipher system because it's all about using consumables.
Mm-hmm.
I love consumables, but I don't have to pay for them.
Yeah.
Unless it's like Final Fantasy, and like I can literally drop money and have a full inventory of potions.
Mm-hmm.
Because potions are better to use than MP, especially out of combat.
Yeah, if you know, the players ever get paid. Zach.
I don't know what you're talking about. I hate you guys. Twice.
My fucking campaign, like, yes, you guys, now you can buy shit, like, with what money? Oh shit, oh fuck.
Okay, one quick question, Donut. You don't mind if like Corn will be still, you know, in the background as an NPC doing his stuff?
Oh no, I'm completely fine with that. I think it makes more sense if he's like an NPC at like the main base, given that his specialty is defensive warfare.
And I mean, especially he's staring blankly at walls and then suddenly, you know, tripping people.
Yeah, so he will be like a drinking buddy and exchanging stories, maybe, but drinking buddy definitely with the Hawk. With Hawk, the guardian of the place.
Yep.
Okay, and also, if you want, because I imagine like the flashback battle, we're gonna play it in a way fluff-wise that Nero hears from the rest of the party how they fought, and we just see like.
And he's like, "This is how I would have fought if I was there."
Yes, exactly. That's what I was going for. Unless you really would have wanted to play that battle as Coron like one last time, but that's up to you.
No.
Yes,
Okay.
no, I want to play
That's
the
fine.
score.
That's fine. Alright.
You know, fighting that cultist reminds me of that time where we fought that samurai.
No, you're not meant to be here. You're right, that's what they said as well. Then why are you here? Because I was bored. It's a little bit difficult making a really posh accent with my accent already, so this is
Do
going
it.
to
Do it, Donut. Posh extreme.
All I can hear is Alarak's voice in StarCraft 2.
Exactly.
In our
You need-
flashbacks.
I feel like out of all of us, you'd be able to talk the best with the posh accent, given that you're actually British.
Yeah, but the problem is it doesn't sound much different from how I usually speak, because
Yeah,
I speak the Queen's English.
You just exaggerated, Donut. Like, imagine there you are saluting the Queen after just coming back from the colonies.
No, so what I'm saying is, yeah, you don't have to worry about it. It's completely normal for you. You just use your normal voice.
Thank you.
So yeah, you recall the underground portion of the monastery, the ruined, damp, still place. Shortly after you have dealt with the other oozes, the remnants of the slimes being still spread all around the creatures slain by your martial prowess. And yeah, you recall how there's a container, slightly cracked, waiting to be tampered with, that seems to hold something very dangerous behind it. But also something that I think I said it to Zillow, that there's like, it was implied that perhaps like yeah, this was like another portion of the research. So yeah, this actually might grant him another boon in his personal goal.
All the goals.
Goal, not girl.
Oh. First the goals, then the money.
Okay, so you are aware that the enemy will be starting here. You may place
I've
your...
got a black screen.
Oh, right, fuck, forgot that the... Oh, I didn't give you vision, my mistake. You do have dark vision, I'm pretty sure.
Yes, tieflings have dark vision 60, I believe.
Alright, and it should work now.
Hey, there we go. Thank you. Let's be entirely honest. I'm not playing I'm not playing a race in this that doesn't have dark vision, given the amount of spelunking we do.
Splunking. Ah, yes, off the Baldur's Gate. Never again.
Never again.
So, yeah. I suppose I should roll initiative.
Also, you may position yourselves wherever you want to begin the fight.
Where's the rough place that this is going to be happening? Since I couldn't see because of
The
the black
enemy
screen.
will be happening here, and you are here.
Alright. I'm gonna be Big Pig and I'm putting shield on before this fight.
Okay, I've got so many fuck. Oh, I forgot to sort on my macro. Shit.
Good fuck. I shall give all of you displacement and join Asrak. I suppose I might as well activate my item that I never get to use.
Actually,
It's like, where do you want to start for the combat? Next to the enemy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
yeah, actually, because those walls will not survive much, so I'm gonna alter the dynamic lighting a little bit.
So yeah, technically, sure, two. No, I don't bother with that. Okay, guys, you
Oh
have
dear
two.
God.
You have 2 rounds of 20% displacement.
Nice.
Oh dear Lord. My AC's at 27 right now.
Nice.
Nice. Oh my
That
fucking
is
god.
nice. Oh!
Oh, I did
That's impressive.
I did a fucking sort out my macros. Holy shit! I'll eventually get to it. I'll get to it during the fucking course of this fight.
I'll get to it.
I mean, there's still a chance that you won't be acting last.
No, I probably will.
I mean, if I rolled a 1, Azrak would still be faster than that ooze.
Okay.
Actually, hold on.
I'm going. Before we start, I'm going to use a stealth maneuver to regain all my strikes and stances.
I mean, this is like
pretty
flashback
much.
battle. I'm assuming you will be like you have all of your resources at max.
Yep, we already rested all that crap.
Keep in mind, it only takes a minute out of combat for us to get all our maneuvers back.
Yeah.
More you know.
All right. So, when you crack the glass container with its like very rusty and pitch black nothingness behind it, it starts to like crack more and more, and then from behind it, as the glass shatters, comes forth pouring a not large ooze, but a huge creature
How did it fit in there?
protoplasmic nature that, as with the previous ones, resembles a giant amoeba, black in color, but you get a feeling that deathly cold seems to emanate from its form, as you almost think that when you stare at it, you can swear you can see the entropy itself, the death of the universe within it. And Yuzil, what you see is, you may correct me if I'm wrong, but I would say that Zil, in his eyes, he would see one of the most magnificent specimens for his research and goals.
Yeah, I would agree with that one.
So at one point, do we have to roll sanity checks?
And I'm gonna say, this is not like mechanic, but fluff-wise, sadly, I have to say that when this creature comes pouring forth, as suddenly it turns out that this is definitely larger than it is, and it starts like filling the area, the strength of the blast and the sheer volume of the ooze will push Azrak like that, as the creature will begin here.
Oh,
That was always going to happen, so...
Yes.
And as the creature appears, mind you, I do remember that the knowledge checks last time didn't succeed, but now that you actually see this creature, if you want to reattempt making them... Actually, this is like a flashback, so it might turn out that after you fought with it, you decided to look it up. So you may attempt once again a knowledge check. This is... Fuck, on one hand this is an ooze, but this is also extra planar, so I'm not sure if this will be like knowledge planes.
Just go dungeoneering. That's a rarer one.
Yeah, for oozes, it's dungeoneering.
I don't even know it's a news.
I know the ooze.
It's a gelatinous form of something.
Where's the knowledge?
The reason there are so many humans is because knowledge local is not a common skill for commoners.
Hey, we got someone who actually might know something.
Might.
Maybe.
Yeah, sure.
He shouts over to you. He shouts over to you guys. It's a slime.
Cheruk, you know that the lesser versions of the slimes you fought with were entropic oozes. This one is the definitely rarer and much more stronger version, because this is a challenge rating 14 dark matter entropic ooze. Which
Hey guys, it's dark matter.
Don't matter. We're gonna kick you to this.
and two of its special abilities that, well, they won't be playing too much case, but you are aware about them. If you are not immortal, or even if you had access to cleric, the soul, the devour soul would have been kinda irritating. And as you later talk about it, probably because of the devour soul, this was like an interesting specimen. Of course, as with
Hey guys, don't die to it. It'll eat your soul.
What soul?
Of course, as with oozes, its AC is pitiful. However, it is for 13. Regular AC. Immune to negative energy, standard use traits, and has actually spell resistance 24 against positive energy. But that's
Yeah.
Oh yes, look at us being casters.
yeah. And also something
soul would actually work on us, I think.
Something I actually did double check when it says that the ooze has energy drain. When you hit, you just take it, and you only make a fortitude save to see if this negative levels become permanent. So this is not something that you can immediately avoid. And you are aware that apart from dealing loads of damage when that creature hits you, it imposes 3 negative levels on you.
Okay then. Well, in which case we better not get hit twice. Actually, twice.
Surprisingly enough, the creature can be grappled, can't be tripped, and its CMD is 39.
Show his core was here now.
Sadly, I don't think I can grapple huge things.
What do you mean?
Trip.
That was the old core.
Don't worry, the memory still lives on.
The old unicorn. This is the new core now.
So, we shall begin. Cheruk, as you see this crystallization of the cold death of the universe stepping forth, like, or not stepping, but like spreading like a sea of cold darkness near your friends, it is your turn.
Alright, first off, I can see it quite clearly, can I?
Yeah.
Alright. First, as a move action, I'm going to offer useful advice to my allies. To a single ally?
What does it say?
Combat advice. Can designate an enemy. Your ally gains a +2 competence bonus on her next attack roll against that enemy.
Oh, it's one ally.
Yeah. And one
Alright.
attack.
So I'm going to tell Sillel, it has to have some form of core. Aim for that. Sillel, you gain +2 competence bonus on your next attack roll against that enemy.
Alright, so I guess that'd be just the first one.
Yes, the first one.
That's the first one, yes.
Alright.
Alright, this was a worse feat than I imagined it to be.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
After the session, if you want to change it.
It's really, really useful for a Vital Strike build.
Yeah, but you're still giving up a move action. So unless you're a caster, in which case it's actually kind of decent. No.
Alright, in that case, shock longbow attack.
Nice.
Right?
I don't-
need to remind myself, but
Yeah, that's
Yep.
my third crit today.
yeah, Uzes are not subject to critical hits, sadly.
That's unfortunate. The
This-
fuck you, Marshall, of part of Uses.
It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, they cannot.
Mind you, it
They
wouldn't
do
hit
not.
anyways, but
They don't get critical hits or flanking, and also they don't get sneak attack damage. Normally that would confirm the crit, but well, sadly it is what it is. It doesn't have damage resistance, so yeah, 7, 5. Okay, so
12 damage.
12 points of damage as the arrow sinks into the huge ooze slime body. Anything else?
No. That's it.
Alright. Zixos.
Alright. Success opens up with a raging flux as he swings down towards the enemy. Nice. Trying to slam it into the ground as quickly and deadly as possible.
Again, this would have confirmed, but again, Uzes
No crits.
can be critted.
23 plus 14 plus 6. That's a lot of maximum damage. So it's 43 damage as I slam it down into the ground and end my turn.
Nice.
Alright.
With a bolt of lightning.
Yeah. Charring quite a nice chunk of this wave of darkness that is happening, and the hell, I think one token disappeared. Oh, never mind. Yeah, Azrak is under Nero. I was like, where the fuck did they disappear?
oh,
No, it's not the
he-
time
he-
for this.
He was under me, which is why I moved down.
Yeah, we can blame Roll20 for this one, I'm afraid.
I will move myself. Yeah, that
Yeah,
works.
I think that
works.
was like that. Okay, and I imagine you see the health bar, but you don't see the numbers, right?
What numbers?
On the
Yeah.
ooze?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so that's
You only see the numbers if you can control the token.
yeah,
Unless
you
you
see.
set it up that everyone can see the numbers.
as it's intended. Alright, Zil, big pig, having an equally large enemy, this glorious specimen.
What shall the pig do?
First, I am going to Blood Rage.
Gets anger.
I mean, it's a good thing this fucking creature does not have multiple attacks.
Alright, I am also trying something out. I was messing around with a macro.
Hell yeah, I believe.
So, what is it? I gotta look at my bonuses again. Alright. Just to make things quicker, what What exactly is its AC right now?
13.
13. All right.
This is an ooze. They do not have.
Nice. Fall
Alright,
2 once,
so-
but I believe. Mm-hmm.
Yep. So 3 attacks I can do. So
No.
and then we do.
That's
hold
a
on.
neat macro, or rather neat idea to handle
Yep.
multi-attacks.
We
Mhm.
worked it out. It's nice.
Oh yeah, I saw something in the chat. I was like, I wonder what that is. But yeah,
All right.
Nice idea.
And
Mhm.
both who's hit. Okay. All right. So 25,
right,
21,
right,
20,
right.
13, 17.
When tells you this thing's got a magic fuck ton of HP.
I mean, it is. I think I gave it like close to maximum or something like that. Oh no, I'm actually not close to maximum, but still. Definitely above average, because its average, according to character sheet, is 391.
Nice. So it's about 600 HP then.
Yeah, we and Jules were trying to figure out like how can I make my stuff go a lot quicker.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, actually, it started below 500. Okay, Zil, that's your turn.
Yeah, because I don't think I can try to intimidate it as a free action.
This is like a mindless creature, so I would not say it would work really.
Alright.
Alright.
Yeah, that's my turn.
Alright, so as the mindless creature gonna lash out at the target that dealt most damage, which normally would be Zixos, but we have Zillow, who is like this fucking walking Tasmanian devil and doing the tornado with all the melee attacks. And the ooze will rear back and like a tsunami wave, almost reaching to the ceiling, trying to fall down upon the big pig, trying to crush it with its overwhelming negative energy.
You're looking for 26.
Unless I roll a 1, I think I might get it. You will see in a moment. Okay, so that's a slam attack. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Actually, I mean that's a thing, because you did mention say about displacement and whatnot.
1d5.
That's the thing. Entropic oozes have blind sight and soul sight. Plus there are oozes, which means they are immune to visual effects, illusions, and
In which case it doesn't work. Mm-hmm.
yeah. Alright, so you take to the... As for a brief moment, as this wave of ooze slams up top of you, like feel almost like you are being choked out by the cold void. You take 23 points of damage, and you are, sadly, this is not permanent, but for now you do gain 3 negative levels due to the creature's energy drain. As the wave of ooze starts to reform back, it like seeps away a portion of your strength. And yeah, I'm probably gonna copy that. Copy the energy drain. How does it's described?
I mean, it's just negative level X,
Yeah,
that
We
much.
know how it works.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because initially I was like, you can save against this immediately. Apparently not. Alright,
Yep.
but yep, this is only as... Good thing is, it can only make a single attack, so... Nero.
Okay, let's have a look here.
The ghasts are horrifying. Because while they have energy drain 1, they have like 3 attacks. And
Mm-hmm.
lower CR.
So, Nero runs a hand along his blade as he empowers it by using this. And then he is going to, sort of placing the tip of his blade along the ground, flicks it up in one smooth motion as he uses this. So 29 is what that comes to total, and then I'll roll. Or just wait just to roll the damage. Well, 29. There's power attack as well, so 27. Or just a way to roll the damage itself, but oh well.
Target some more cross. Oh yeah, definitely.
It would be this. So that's not meant to be piercing. That's meant to be slashing. So that is.
Oh, actually, that's the thing.
54 damage.
Nice. Deals double damage. Okay, I had to like reread the thing because I was like, okay, where that 54 came from? But yeah.
Yeah, no, Rising
fine.
Zenith there. Doubles damage.
Yeah, so like make this incredible strike, taking another big chunk of the ooze, not wanting to be outdone by your fellow Blade Warrior Zixus and the freaking carnage that is Zul.
Yep.
Alright, that's your turn.
Yep.
Alright. Axrak.
I swift action shift into Pugilist stance. And I will go for a... I'll actually just full attack first to start out.
Heresy.
Yeah, all those hit.
And as a free action, I will give it a dark mark. Which I will post in a sec, but basically it gets -10 to attack anyone but me.
Huh. Alright.
And it is cursed. Dun dun dun!
Right. So 45 points of damage. Okay. Fuck. Damn, if I gave it even more hit points, probably that would be better because right now I don't think it's gonna survive 2 rounds. Oh well. Not gonna change it now. Okay, that's your turn?
Correct.
Alright. Sharuk. Well, you do see that. Good news is the ooze does not have many attacks, and your companions are basically methodically tearing it apart. So, what do you do?
Ooh. Well, as effective as they are, Jerick is going to do his usual thing of offering support from the background and do a full attack against it. And with the newly changed feat headed to cluster shot, he with a full attack, the enemy, well, although it doesn't have any damage resistance,
If it did, it only count
if it
once.
did, it would have only been able to use it once, or, well, not stack them on every attack. Right, and as a
Multi-shot?
bonus, he's going to use, many shots.
Okay, so that's 15 for the, actually 15, 25, 27 for the first one, 19 for the second, and 16 for the third. Alright, all 3 arrows struck nicely into the body.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else?
No.
Alright, Zixus.
Mm-hmm. Striking twice as one action. Just cuts once more, failing to leave that critical blow he was so hoping for, but still trying to cause the slime to, well, become more slimes.
I mean,
That's
yeah,
okay.
still, sadly, crits don't really.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's my turn.
Alright, 49. Very nice. Yeah, the ooze now, even though it still holds that coldness, emanating coldness, it begins to very much dim. The large portions of it are being torn apart. It still counts as a huge creature, but yeah. Ah, it might not survive to get a second attack. Now that I think about.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, action economy. Woo.
DPS gang. Mm-hmm.
Alright, so
Alright. Let's see.
I can only pray for many ones. Sadly, only one.
Alright, so all but one claw does not hit. Alright.
Yeah, 21. 20. 20. And at that gore attack, you would drop it below 0 hit points.
Woohoo! Sadly, I did use 8 maneuvers, or I got them back.
E.
So, how do you want to do this?
Hey, you said the thing.
Yeah, because I figured since it was a gore, I just my tusk find its gore just cracks it.
I'm gonna claim this is not copyright infringement because he's also named Matt, so I'm like, it's fine.
Ah, yes.
Yeah, that's how I proceed. Like as I'm goring it, my tusk pierces through and cracks its core.
Mm-hmm. Do you like come out with the core in the middle of your teeth? Like interesting experiment. Mm-hmm.
I like that idea.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, we'll go with that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right.
Yeah, so that you talk about this fight, in your heads, it turns out surprisingly faster and easier than you have perhaps initially remembered.
Do we bully Corn and say like in reality it was much worse, but imagine if Nero had been with